Hey folks, welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And I know it can feel like the world is just gone crazy if you spend too much time on social media and TikTok, get lost in all of the crazy news stories, and it's hard to kind of make sense of everything. It just feels like you get lost in the madness. Like everything feels like it's wrong. Everything feels like it's backwards and upside down. Well, even the police feel the same way as you, as New York City now has vending machines that will give away free crack pipes and NARCAN. And even an ex-top cop has lost his effing mind, just like everyone else, as these woke policies absolutely just do the exact opposite of what they say that they're going to do, because to them, everything is literally upside down. So check this out from the Daily Mail. The world has turned upside down. Quote, ex-top cop tears into New York City health chiefs for installing $11,000 vending machine. And on top of that, $11,000 for a vending machine? Seriously, it costs that much? But when you do government spending, I mean, everything's like 50% or 100% more. For drug addicts, that gives away free crack pipes and NARCAN. Why? Because we care. Because we care. Not about your safety, not about making anything better, only about your reoccurring drug habit. So, former New York City Police Commissioner Bill Bratton has slammed the city for installing a vending machine which gives out free crack pipes and NARCAN, an overdose reversing drug to residents, saying it encourages drug use. Well, if you know you can survive ODing safer, then yes, it feels safer to, in fact, take that drug. New York City health officials unveiled the $11,000 device set up in Brownsville, Brooklyn, earlier this month to give residents a supply of clean drug paraphernalia. Now, I wish they would just set it up right outside City Hall. I mean, if you're going to do it, hey, we love you guys. Come right down to the HQ of our town and, get some free crack pipes. The machine offers equipment to smoke drugs, fentanyl testing kits, and condoms, which, what does that have to do with drugs? I mean, it's a joke. It's an absolute joke. I can't even take it seriously anymore. There are plans to set up 3 other vending machines in neighborhoods that have a high number of drug addicts. So, since everything works backwards, just know now that these areas with high number, they're only going up. They're only going up. Former New York Police Department leader Bratton hit out at the policy decision Sunday and said the world has turned upside down. He claimed the vending machine is allowing people to stay on drugs rather than get off of them. I mean, hell, you don't even need to find your dealer necessarily. Just go down to the corner shop. So this is what it looks like. Your $11,000 crack pipe dispensing little vending machine. Like, so quaint, so absolutely terrible. And I'm not even going to go in the whole thing that he watches on this, but you can read this on the Daily Mail. And yeah, I mean, he's just raging. Just like I'm sure everybody else who has to deal with the consequences and knows this is going to not do what they say it's going to do, is losing their minds because they're the ones who are going to have to deal with the ramifications. So instead of trying to get people away from drugs, we have policies now where we have vending machines to encourage them to stay on drugs, he told WABC's The Cats Roundtable. We're going to make it safer for you to use drugs so you can spend the rest of your life not trying to get off drugs, but to stay on drugs. Bratton claimed it would encourage people to get onto harder drugs. Well, of course. I mean, literally, if this thing is going to make it safer to do drugs, then it therefore makes it safer to do terrible, harder, dangerous drugs. Like, it's literally in the explanation. He added, what happens when you stay on drugs? You want the next high. You graduate from marijuana to heroin. That's the problem with addiction. There's never enough drugs. There's never enough high. City after city, state after state, this idea that you will sustain your drug habit rather than try to get off of your drug habit. I mean, everywhere, Portland, New York, LA, San Francisco, everywhere they do this, it doesn't work, which it would, at this point, to me, shows this is intentional. Because at this point, you have enough data to say, oh, we tried it and it didn't do the thing we thought it was going to do. No kidding. The former police commissioner who served 2 terms also took aim at the legalization of recreational marijuana use in New York. He said it was a mistake and claimed it encourages school children to smoke. I was just in Italy for 2 weeks on vacation. I did not smell marijuana for 2 weeks. Boom. As soon as you get back to New York, it hits you in the face, he added. Bratton believes officials have allowed the illegal selling of marijuana to get out of control. They have created a climate where anything goes. Well, yeah, no kidding. Like, we're not going to actually help any of you people. We'll just act like we do, make things worse, and then, we're here to rescue you. They have created a climate where anything goes, he said. The only positive about the red cloud we had last week is that we didn't smell marijuana, he said, referring to the thick smoke in the sky caused by the Canadian forest fires. Kids now 12, 13, 14, 15 can get a hold of marijuana. It's so readily available. If we're selling it illegally in 1,200 shops around the city, do you think they care who's coming in to buy it? They're not checking for IDs. It's a cash business. The city has totally lost control over it. The state has lost control over it. I would argue it's doing exactly what they want it to do. I don't think this is an accident. They want people to be hooked. They want to break people down so they can't fight back. If you make people dependent on you, then they need you. It makes them harder to resist you. Right here, safer smoking kit for vending. Sample contains heavy stem, mouthpiece, pusher, 6 screens, chore filter, and lip balm. How thoughtful of them. Why? Because as Democrats, we care. Yeah, we really care about your drug habit. Enough to keep you doing it. You know what? I bet you they're making it easier to do it because, you know what? Maybe they got some corrupt guys in there who are in with the cartels. You know, just a guess. I have nothing to really base that on. But wouldn't it be funny to find out later that, oh, really? Yeah, so they were helping the people sell all the drugs and helping the people stay on them. Oh, of course it makes sense. You know, such a wild and wacky idea. But hey, think about what you've seen in the last 7 years. Would that really be crazy to think about? Really? A law was recently approved by Governor Kathy Hochul and the state legislature to increase fines against illegal vendors. Bratton criticized New York's move and said, "This was a system created by political leadership. Our systems have been stretched to the breaking point and in some instances have broken. And the only way we can fix them effectively is through political leadership." When the vending machine was installed, City Health Commissioner Ashwin Vasan said it would help New Yorkers stay safer. How? How on earth is that going to make people stay safer? Like, absolutely backwards, like upside down. We are in the midst of an overdose crisis in our city, which is taking a fellow New Yorker from us every 3 hours and is a major cause of falling life expectancy in New York City, he said at the time of the unveiling. Well, yeah, you've made it easy to get drugs everywhere. Like, that's literally the whole point. And you make it easier and you make it safer and you have less cops to stop the drug dealers. So it's easier to get it. And like this guy just said, teenagers can get it. Like, yeah, no kidding, because you lost control of your city. That's the price. That's the consequence of you not doing your jobs. Dummies. But we will continue to fight to keep our neighborhoods and loved ones alive with care, compassion, and action. Blah. It's always compassion. It's always this heartfelt kumbaya, fake virtue signaling. No, Like, no. Like, it don't work. It don't work. And they just say action. They never do anything anymore. We'll leave no stone unturned until we reverse the trends in opioid-related deaths in our city. The machine in Brownsville was already empty less than 24 hours after being unveiled by officials, and it was quickly restocked the next day. I'm sure they're restocking that every single day. And here these folks are, hey, gotta get my crack pipe. Gotta get my drugs. Why? Because I need to be safe. The words poor choices were chalked on the sidewalk directly outside the machine the day after it was installed. That's funny. One disgruntled resident who could see the vending machine from her bedroom window complained it should be in the lobby of one of the resource buildings rather than on the street. Yeah, I'd agree with that. She also said it could be a hazard for children walking past who may think the drug paraphernalia machine is stocked with candy. And again, this is right out in front of everybody to see. Like, just families, kids, people who don't want to see it. Like, you could put this anywhere else and you're just putting it right out there in the middle of the open. Not even around a corner, not even like just anything. I mean, literally you can see it just right there on a corner. To access the machine's contents, residents simply need to punch in the right zip code. Then they'll have free access to the strips, NARCAN, condoms, tampons, nicotine-gum, first aid kits, and safer smoking kits, sanitary pads, vitamin C, and COVID-19 tests. I mean, New York has absolutely lost its effing mind. Absolutely lost its effing mind. So, like, these people, unfortunately may have a addiction issue, and you're just making it easier for them to act on it. If you enable the behavior, yeah, that's literally what's going to happen. Because, I don't know, duh. I mean, do I really need to explain that one? But like this cop said, like most of you think, the crazy liberal world has turned into a wokeness-filled, upside-down, backwards echo chamber of nonsense. Nothing makes any sense. Everything good is bad. Everything bad is good. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. But when you get to the point to where you are literally like you're going to put vending machines for crack pipes. I mean, are you going to, like, I don't know, put an ammo store like that? Like, oh, come in here, you get a free magazine, for your gun for self-defense because we care. Like, these people have absolutely lost their minds. But I mean, that's probably why everyone is leaving New York State, leaving the city, because they have turned all of these places into violent, drug-ridden, homeless hellscapes that the average person doesn't want to put up with, and you can't live. You can't, work your career and, run from terror every single day. So if they want to do this, that's fine, but I'm glad I don't live there. And folks, I encourage you, if you live there and if you haven't seen this, this is probably a downward trend sign. So I would advise you to probably get the F out as fast as humanly possible. And for everyone else, hey, this is a perfect sign of where not to go, because I don't think it's going to get better anytime soon, folks. And with that said, try not to let the woke craziness keep you down, but try to have a positive day. I wish you well. Take care of your friends. Take care of your families. And folks, if you enjoy my content, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate the support, and I will try to bring you some new stories as soon as I can. And with that said, I wish you well, and I'll see you next time.